We'll begin with the unboxing of the lower control arm kit. Here's a full display of the control arm set. Before we proceed, please note that this control arm kit does not include the tie rod dust boots or the grease fittings. If your dust boots are still in good condition, replacement is not necessary. However, if you do need new ones, please purchase those items separately. Now let's take a closer look at the components. Lower control arms, outer tie rod ends, inner tie rod ends, rear stabilizer end links, front stabilizer end links, inner tie rod lock plates, cotter pins, lower ball joint mounting bolts and cotter pins. Next, these are the tools required for the removal process. A large electric impact wrench, a medium electric impact wrench, a hammer, a large torque wrench, a large pry bar, large pipe wrench, an adjustable 20mm wrench, flathead screwdriver, a small ratchet wrench, needle nose pliers, a 22mm wrench, 18mm socket, and 17mm socket, small 17mm socket, and 5mm Allen key, 7mm socket, 14mm socket, and another 17mm socket. We'll start by removing the wheel hub. Lift the vehicle and take off the wheel. Use a 5mm Allen key together with a small ratchet to remove the rear stabilizer link. Remove the small sway bar link bolts with a 14mm wrench. Next, install the new rear sway bar end link by placing it in position, adding the nut, and tightening it using a 5mm Allen key and a 17mm wrench. Then use a torque wrench to tighten it to 40 Newton meters or 29.5 foot-pounds. Continue by removing the lower control arm ball joint using a 17mm socket. Use needle nose pliers to remove the cotter pin from the ball joint. With a 22mm wrench, loosen the ball joint nut connected to the knuckle. Tap the knuckle lightly with a hammer to release the ball joint, then remove it. Next, use a 14mm socket to remove the front sway bar small end link nut. Then use a 17mm socket to remove the front lower control arm mounting bolt. Use a 14mm socket again to remove the rear mounting bolt of the lower control arm. Take out the lower control arm. Now use a 14mm socket to remove the remaining nut on the small sway bar link and remove the small link ball joint. Continue by removing the outer tie rod end using a 24mm wrench. Remove the cotter pin from the outer tie rod end using needle nose pliers. Use a 19mm socket to remove the outer tie rod end nut. Tap the knuckle again with a hammer, then unscrew and remove the outer tie rod end. Next, use needle nose pliers to remove the clamp from the inner tie rod dust boot. Use a flathead screwdriver to loosen the inner clamp and remove the dust boot. Using a large pipe wrench, loosen and remove the inner tie rod. Take it out completely. Now let's install the new inner tie rod. Make sure the raised tab on the washer faces inward. Tighten the inner tie rod with the pipe wrench. Use a pry bar to bend the locking plate securely into place. Install the dust boot next. Before installing, adjust the clamp so it faces upward. Slide the dust boot into position and secure it with needle nose pliers. Install the inner tie rod adjustment nut and thread on the new outer tie rod end. Connect it to the steering knuckle and secure it with the new mounting nut. Next, install the front sway bar end link, add the nut and tighten it using a 17mm socket. Torque the front sway bar end link nut to 40 Newton meters or 29.5 foot-pounds. Now install the new lower control arm, place it in position and install the mounting bolts. Use a 17mm socket to secure the front mounting nut. Then use a 14mm socket to tighten the rear mounting bolt. Torque the front mounting nut to 80 Newton meters or 59 foot-pounds. Then use a 17mm socket again and torque the other mounting nut to 100 Newton meters or 73.7 foot-pounds. Insert the front sway bar small link and secure the nut with a 17mm socket. Torque it to 40 Newton meters or 29.5 foot-pounds. Next, install the lower ball joint. Insert the lower ball joint bolt and install the nut. Use an 18mm socket to secure the lower ball joint and a 17mm socket to tighten the ball joint bolt. Torque both to 70 Newton meters or 51 foot-pounds. Use a pry bar to assist in positioning the ball joint if necessary. Install the nut and tighten the lower ball joint nut with a 20mm wrench. Insert the cotter pin and spread it using needle nose pliers. Next, tighten the outer tie rod end with a 17mm socket to 40 Newton meters or 29.5 foot-pounds. Insert the cotter pin and secure it with needle nose pliers. Use a 22mm wrench to secure the adjustment nut on the outer tie rod end. Install the grease fittings on the outer tie rod end and the lower ball joint. Use a 7mm socket to tighten the grease fitting. Reinstall the front wheel hub. Install the lug nuts and tighten them with a 17mm socket. Torque the lug nuts to 130 Newton meters or 95 foot-pounds.